teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to throw. It's Moss. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Play fake, looking to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Now here's the toss play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Throws it to the right. Oh, what a grab!
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. That's a design quarterback keep. The Cardinals looking to keep this drive rolling. Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job with the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside. 2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Moss. Quick throw to the left side. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Tries to get it to the running back. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion, brings up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And that one straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Ball handed to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Muscles past the defender. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Moss. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Cardinals hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Good read here by the quarterback on the run-pass option. Makes the right read, just doesn't give his receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
So 8 plays into this drive now. It's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Klubnik. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks an open space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Randall. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll hand it off. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run of the...
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
He's got the first and still going. Here he goes. Touchdown, Louisville. Too much speed for the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
But another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you've got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. game, with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game, you don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. And the Tigers look at a cash in the red zone. He keeps it on the design run. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Clemson, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT puts him up 13 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49. And the Cardinals come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Ball handed off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Back to throw. It's Moss. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Ball carrier wrapped up. Brought down. Now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. A play action looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it deep to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They get the second half started with a running play. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Klubnik. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. Look at that scoreboard. People start to wonder, should I go for this?
Fourth down, look at a throw for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. unfortunately not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Wrap down the middle. It's Stewart. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Throwing up play action. He's got it near the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And the Cardinals trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Louisville. And the route is on.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. A deep shot to the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Makes a nice move there.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. He looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Caught by the receiver. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 81 set to kick it off.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. going to run it. Back gets the carry. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Finds his man. It's Brown. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. To throw, it's Moss. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Defense is coming after him. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The offense looking for points here to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a field goal attempt. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go. We'll start the 4th quarter with a field goal attempt. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The deficit remains 17 points off the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What poor kicker.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. quick throw testing the middle. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. The 30. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Grinding away with the running game. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. On first down, it's play action. And he's hit just before the throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. On the ground, it's Brown. He gets loose. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to.
Touchdown, Cardinals. They continue to roll up the score. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Clemson. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. He's swarmed by the defense. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, hurrying to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And that pass is called in over the middle. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the move now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, they got it. The kicking team makes the recovery.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Running out of time in the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up for the 1st down at the 41. Crush set it down. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, what a grab! They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Screen to the wide receiver. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. It's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Touchdown, Clemson, as they come roaring back now.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Went after, up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. This special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they fail to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to one score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Going to pick up the third and short through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down now, and defensively, you know you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
He's looking deep again. Touchdown, Tigers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
You know, you practice this and you practice this, but honestly, Chris, it's more about luck than anything. That ball is deflected. Give the receivers a lot of credit because even if the ball is not to you, chances are the ball is going to go up in the air, great awareness, and hit the big touchdown.
And FPHC gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. And the back gets the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. The offense will set up here on 3rd and long. If nothing else, you want to give your kicker a chance to put 3 on the board. That's reeled in. It's Bell. They make the stop, but that deems enough to set him up first down at the 14.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Snags a quick throw. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We'll give it to the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Dropping back, it's Moss. Caught near the goal line. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
And I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air.
Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Now, a 4th down.
So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. Trying for a 4th down completion. The QB to the tight end for a completion. He goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's 1st and goal now. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. The defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And it's a touchdown. We're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
So here we come up on 3rd and short now. This defense trying to get a stop and force a field goal try here in OT. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So here comes a crucial 3rd and short. This offense does not want to have to settle for a field goal attempt here in overtime. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game.
Oh, no. Oh, that is a tough decision by this quarterback. What a mistake. And now it's simply the kicking game. This defense better come out and be ready either to get a turnover or push this line of scrimmage back as far as they can.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the running back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And here we go. We'll set up for a potential walk-off organize and come up with a stop here in overtime. Interesting call coming up on 3rd and medium. You don't want to lose yardage. You got to position your kicker for a potential game-winning field goal try. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So we'll set up now for a field goal to win the game, a moment every kicker dreams about. It is good! A walk-off winner in double overtime.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's